So to, as much as possible, get clear on how to utilize AI, how to train AI on your voice, and don't just hand over the reins to any one tool, so that if some new, this a month or two ago when DeepSeek came on the market and everyone's like, oh my gosh, there's this new thing and it's so good, like you could, if you want, go start using that tool. Take your training data that you have. And so I'm a big proponent of creating training documents that you can attach as files, context files to any tool. And you can use those to make custom GPTs in OpenAI. You can use them to make projects in Claude. You can use them in literally any model, so that as new tools come about, you can take advantage of them.
Philosophically, we're quickly approaching, if we're not already at a time where information is sort of worthless, right? It's like because it's so ubiquitous, you can go have me write a pitch using ChatGPT probably right now, right? But there's lots of other reasons to join a program, a community, and a coach. And I feel like Dustin AI serves a really important role there. And it's basically a moat around my information, because this is the only place you can get it in this way. It's a very complete version of my knowledge base, and it is nuanced and coaching you and has boundaries around it. So you get a very, Dustin AI trademark. You get a very certified response. This is really how I would respond and how I would have a conversation with you about this. It's not the generic publicly available part of my knowledge base. So that's more of that philosophical thing.
Thinking of it as a partner, thought partner, collaborator, what are the things in your business that you would have a junior member do and be responsible for? And to really think about every aspect of your business and how you would delegate work to people in different parts of a process. So maybe you have a copywriter who's drafting emails for you, or maybe maybe you're ideating and then sending them to someone, and then they send you back a draft. Or maybe you have an editor that you work with, or maybe you have someone who helps you with analytics on your PPC or whatever. But there's when we think of it in terms of what would I be comfortable having a human do who might not know everything about that I know about running a business, but how could they save me time and effort and also not sacrifice authenticity or quality?
There's this before and after line, and they're straddling it, and they're going to be in a really unique position where they lived without AI completely, and they're going to probably live with AI completely, just like we did with the internet. And I was it was kind of a profound thing. I don't know that they appreciated it as much as I did, but I was standing there it's just kind of wild to think about. So
it is totally wild, and I'm so curious for educators how they're helping embrace that. I think it's such a complex problem, but I think it's exactly a great parallel, and that's exactly how I see it. Soon everything's going to be, it's already happening. AI is everywhere, so much so that soon we won't even be talking about it because it's just going to be an assumption.
Awesome. Well, obviously we could talk forever about AI in this sense, but I think it'd be fun to talk about this AI project that you and I worked on, and I'm still using very, very actively in our community. I think that'll kind of bring people a very practical example of how I'm using it, how Dan sees it, and then I know you've even evolved in the past several months because AI has beyond that doing some other cool stuff. So we'll definitely talk more about where you're going with this in the future.